Hello guys, once again we are dealing with some of the endocrine disorders. Let's start with the first question. The first question in this series is hypersecretion of catecholamines. Important question. Catecholamines due to an adrenal medullary tumor is known as. It's a very important question. As you know that adrenal gland is made up of two parts, adrenal cortex and adrenal medulla. The adrenal cortex secretes the corticosteroids, that is zona glomerulosa, zona fasciculata and zona reticularis, respectively mineralocorticoids, corticosteroids or corticoids and androgens. Whereas the adrenal medulla is under autonomic control. It contains the chromaphin cells, and these chromaphin cells secrete the catecholamines, the epinephrine, the norepinephrine, the dopamine. They are the sources. But that's why any tumor in the chromaphin cells results in the oversecretion of catecholamines, and that oversecretion of catecholamines leads to a condition that is known as pheochromocytoma. Pheochromocytoma. So this is a abnormal condition of tumor which results in the secretion of excessive amount of catecholamines. Come to the next question. Another important question. Insulin deficiency, an easy question, results in dash. And of course, everybody knows the answer. This is a lollipop question because from the beginning of our life we are studying this. And the answer, insulin deficiency, results in diabetes mellitus, that is sugar in the urine. Hyperglycemia is seen, excessive thirst means want to take more and more water. And of course, there are a lot of symptoms are there. I have taken a master lecture on insulin. Do not forget to visit my YouTube to see the details about this hormone, insulin, structure, function, deficiency, and you will get lot of information regarding this disorder. Now coming to the third disease in the same series, and that is known as hypersecretion of, important point, hypersecretion of aldosterone, the hormone primarily responsible for the reabsorption of the sodium, and secondarily water will be retained. It will cause the potassium to go out. It is secreted under the renin-angiotensin aldosterone system. Angiotensin 2 is said to be the potent stimulant. The major stimulant for the RAS system to be activated is hyperkalemia, not hypernatremia. So in this case, when the secretion of aldosterone increases or oversecreted, hypersecretion of aldosterone results in a disorder known as, what is the disorder which occurs due to hypersecretion of this aldosterone secretion? And the answer is the Conn's syndrome. It's a very important condition, and it is known as increase in the aldosterone secretion, and the disorder is known as the Conn's syndrome. Next, coming to the next important question in the series. Fourth question. Excessive secretion of corticosteroids results in a disorder known as I told, corticosteroids is a group of steroid hormones which is secreted from the zona fasciculata under the control of the pituitary ACTH and hypothalamic CRH. This hormone is said to be one of the life-saving hormones having a plethora of functions. Details: do not forget to visit my master lecture on the corticosteroid structure, function, and its hypo and hypersecretion. This particular disorder occurs when the secretion of corticosteroids increases, and that disorder is known as, very, very important for your exam, that is known as Cushing's syndrome. Cushing's syndrome. And if the answer is Cushing's disease, see the difference. Syndrome is a big word, disease is a narrow word, multiple symptoms, that's syndrome. So Cushing disease occurs due to excessive secretion of ACTH, adrenocorticotropic hormone, from the pituitary gland due to overstimulation by the corticotropin releasing hormone. ACTH is secreted more and it causes that disease known as Cushing's disease. But when corticosteroids are secreted from the adrenal cortex, they result in Cushing's syndrome. Next, coming to another important and a worthy question in this line, the question number 5. An autoimmune disorder of thyroid gland is resulting in decrease thyroxine secretion. Decrease, I'm not saying increase. The decreasing thyroxine secretion is known as DAS. This is a very common disease. This is known as autoimmune thyroiditis. It was first discovered by the Japanese researchers and Japanese scientists. And one of the most famous scientists in this line is the Hashimoto. And basing on his own name, this is known as Hashimoto's disease. In this, autoantibodies are produced against the thyroid follicular cells, which cause a degeneration of the thyroid follicles. Consequence is that thyroxine is deficient. And the name of the disorder is Hashimoto's disease, or this is otherwise known as autoimmune thyroiditis. Autoimmune thyroiditis. So please remember this. This is another important question. And coming to the bonus and the last question in the series. This is a bonus question. The most sensitive method of estimation of hormones. This is a very common question in the examination. This is earlier the radioimmunoassay was used because it used radioisotopes and scintillation counter. It is considered the most sensitive technique to detect the hormones. Nowadays, enzyme-linked immunosorbent assay is being used, ELISA. But ELISA is, even though it is said to be sensitive, but if you compare with RIA, it is less sensitive. So to answer to this particular question here is radioimmunoassay. Radioimmunoassay. And this is the assay which is used to study the hormones, estimation of hormones. So stay tuned for my next set of lectures where I will come with endocrine disorders with little bit symptoms, and we'll try to identify where and in which condition these symptoms are evident. Stay tuned, keep learning. Thank you so much.